Broadcasting live from the Meridics via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Centennial Sportsplex. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we say welcome back. We say welcome back. Hope you had a nice Thanksgiving break and that you are ready for a 2-week stretch run to the holiday break. Final 2 weeks of GNASH Hockey in the calendar year of 2023. Beginning tonight, 44 games remaining in the regular season. Actually 43 because the first game of tonight is in the books. And by the time we are done with this 2-week stretch, we'll only have 22 games left in the entirety of the 2023-2024 regular season. Got a doubleheader for you tonight from Rink B. Couple of pretty big games. First up, Franklin against Ravenwood. The Admirals atop the GNASH Cup standings. If they win tonight, they eliminate Ravenwood from GNASH Cup contention, and they eliminate Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill as well. And then we have Summit Page taking on Pope. And if Franklin beat Ravenwood, then Summit with a win over Pope would knock Pope out. So by the end of tonight, we could potentially have 3 teams out of the race for the regular season championship. As we turn our attention to the scores from last week, and then we'll bring you the one final from tonight. Got to go back a couple weeks to November 13th, which was the first full night of the second half of the regular season. The second half of the regular season actually started on November 8th with Centennial beating Station Camp Liberty Creek 6-2. But on November 13th, it was Father Ryan beating Pope Pregame GCA 7-6. Ensworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb, and Montgomery Bell Page beat Mountain Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill 11-7. Tennessee Outlaws beat USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Goodpasture 3-2. Rutherford Rampage beat Independence Ravenwood 2-0. And Hendersonville Beach Gallatin beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 7-5. And then on November 15th, Centennial beat the Outlaws 4-3. USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Goodpasture beat Brentwood 5-1. Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill, and MBA finished in a 3-3 tie. MBA were actually the ones playing from behind in that game. Mount Juliet outshot MBA 42-21 in that game. Franklin beat Father Ryan 5-0, and Ensworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb beat Ravenwood 7-4. And the first game of tonight is in the books. Brentwood beating Independence Ravenwood 6-1. So here are the standings. Updated through tonight's game between Brentwood and Indy. First up, the second half standings in Tier 1. Ensworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb leading at 1-0-1, 1 win and 1 tie. Franklin and Summit Page both behind them at 1-0. Father Ryan at 1-1. MBA at 0-2, 2 ties. Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill at 0-1-1, 1 loss and 1 tie. Pope Prep, MLK, GCA, and Ravenwood both at 0-1. On to Tier 2. Centennial leading at 2-0. Hendersonville Beach Gallatin and the Rampage both at 1-0. USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Goodpasture, the Outlaws and Brentwood now 1-1. And Independence Ravenwood 2 and Station Camp Liberty Creek are both at 0-2. And in the GNASH Cup standings, let me pull those up real quick. I had them posted on the MTSN Facebook page last week. Actually, both the MTSN and Facebook and Twitter pages. Again, the GNASH Cup only for the 6 teams that are playing in Tier 1 for the entirety of the regular season. Franklin with an overall record of 7-0-1, 7 wins and a tie. MBA and at 6-0-3, 6 wins and 3 ties, both at 15 points, but Franklin are ahead of MBA because they have more wins. Father Ryan at 4-5, Ravenwood and Pope both at 3-5, and Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill at 2-5-2. All right, let's talk about the 2 teams playing the first game of our doubleheader tonight. First up, the Franklin Admirals, coached by Todd Gross, who have had an incredible start to the season, maybe the best in program history. 7 wins and 1 tie, coming off of a 5-0 win over Father Ryan just a week and a half ago on November the 15th. Before that, they beat Rutherford 9-3 on November the 1st. Beat Father Ryan 3-0 on October the 25th. 1-1 tie with NBA on October 23rd, and their last game before that was the 6-4 win over Pope on October the 4th. So the player stats coming into tonight, Gavin Akers, the team's leading scorer, he has 14 points from 4 goals and 10 assists. McLean Butters, 12 points from 9 goals and 3 assists. Hudson Loesch, 10 points from 8 goals and 2 assists. Quinn Loesch, 9 points from 5 goals and 4 assists. Hudson Richards, Brendan Mills, and Kel Lewis all have 5 points from 3 goals and 2 assists. Casper Thurston with 5 points from 2 goals and 3 assists. Grant Hayes, 5 points from a goal and 4 assists. Aiden Murphy, 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Will McCormick with 4 points all from assists. Owen McGroarty and Michael Mannion, each with 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Quinn Spencer, 3 points from assists. Hank Hayes, a point from a goal. Chase Wagers, Grayson Butters, yes, the goaltender, and Cole Pointer each have a point from an assist. On to goalie play, Grayson Butters has played in 6 games. His record 5-0-1. He's played 252 minutes. Goals against average of 1.67. He has 2 shutouts. He's allowed 10 goals on 90 shots, turned away the other 80. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 89. And Chad Janton has played in 2 games, both of which Franklin won, so his record 2-0, played a full 84 minutes, goals against average of 1.5. 1 shutout, he's allowed 3 goals on 26 shots, turned away the other 23. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 88. On to Ravenwood, and is Mike Driscoll the head coach of Ravenwood anymore? I'm not sure. I don't see him on the bench, and when I clicked on the Ravenwood team profile on the website, I think it was yesterday, I didn't see him listed as a coach. So I'm wondering if he's no longer coaching. I'll have to check on that. But that would be a big surprise if Mike Driscoll weren't coaching Ravenwood anymore. It'd be a very big surprise. Ravenwood coming off a 7-4 loss to Ensworth on November 15th. Before that, they beat Mount Juliet 4-3 on November the 8th. Beat Pope 4-2 on November the 1st. Lost to MBA 5-2 on October the 30th. And lost 5-1 to Rutherford on October 25th. So here are their player stats coming into tonight. Liam Powell, the leading scorer, he has 9 points from 7 goals and 2 assists. Brady Friedman, 5 points from 4 goals and an assist. Cannon Kaiser, 5 points from a goal and 4 assists. Oliver Lutz, 4 points from 3 goals and an assist. Jack Reedy with 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Keaton Moffitt, 3 points from 2 goals and an assist. Owen Appel and Bennett Nichols, each with 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Jake Lipinski, 2 points from goals. Cooper Hill, 2 points from a goal and an assist. He is injured. That's why he has not been playing for Ravenwood since the Pope game on November the 1st. He's not here tonight either. Lucas Brady has 1 point from a goal. And Anthony Maltese, Zeke Landcamer, Luke Pierce, and Jake Farrell each have a point from an assist. On to goalie play. Brady Miller has played in all 8 games. His record 3-5. He's played just shy of 321 minutes. Goals against average of 4.32. No shutouts. He's allowed 33 goals on 191 shots. Turned away the other 158. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 83. And Colin Gower has played in only 1 game. The 3rd period of the first meeting between these two on October 2nd, which Franklin won 7-3. He played the full 3rd period. And since Franklin already had the lead by that point and never relinquished it, he got a no decision, so his record 0-0. He played the full 42 minutes. Goals against average of 6, allowed 2 goals and 7 shots, turned away the other 5. And his save percentage in the regular season so far is 71. Yeah, and again, Franklin beat Ravenwood 7-3 on November the 3rd. I'm sorry, on October the 2nd. Almost 2 months ago. Crazy to think it's been almost 2 months since these two teams met. So again, laying the scenario out. If Franklin win this game, Ravenwood and Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill are eliminated from GNASH Cup contention. And then if Summit beat Pope, Pope would be out too. If Franklin win both of their games this week, they play NBA Wednesday night. We'll have that one for you too. If Franklin win both of their games this week, we'll only have 2 teams left in GNASH Cup contention, Franklin and NBA, because Father Ryan would be knocked out on Wednesday night with a Franklin win. Chad Jansen going to start in goal for Franklin. Brady Miller going to start in goal for Ravenwood for this first period. Franklin will carry the puck towards me. Ravenwood will carry it away from me. Big game for Ravenwood. Their GNASH Cup defense is over if they lose. As Franklin win the draw to start this one, but they get bumped off the puck at center. Owen Appel immediately trying to dump it into the Franklin zone, but the Admirals turning it away, and now it's swept into the Ravenwood end. It's behind the net. Brandon Mills backhands it down in front, went off a stick, and a shot immediately from Casper Thurston has to be saved by Brady Miller. Franklin scored in the first minute in the first meeting between these two teams. They almost scored in the first minute again. Puck back inside the Ravenwood zone. Here's Brandon Mills having it knocked away. It's out at center. And the Admirals regrouping. Brandon Mills will bring it back into the right wing side. Mills behind the net. Trying to hand it off to Casper Thurston. He's tied up in the left wing corner with Cannon Kaiser, and Liam Powell will fire the puck down ice. It's going to be on goal. Chad Jansen having to turn it away. So no icing for Franklin, which of course would have meant the draw would have been inside the Ravenwood zone. Here comes Quinn Loesch bringing it into the Ravenwood zone. Puck knocked away and cleared out. Brady Friedman now, left wing side of the Franklin zone. The puck poked away, gathers it back in near the blue line, tried to pass across to Anthony Maltese, went off the boards. Maltese sends it down deep. Powell in the left wing corner, Liam Powell. I don't know why I keep emphasizing that it's Liam. He's the only Powell on the team. Luke graduated. And the puck turned over to the Admirals. Grant Hayes with it. Hayes will carry to center. Actually chipped it over to his left. It's still inside the Franklin zone. Gavin Akers passing it up the near side or far side to Cale Lewis. Now it's back in the Ravenwood zone. Anthony Maltese knocked into the boards. And the puck out at center. John Castleberry couldn't get it on his stick, so Quinn Loesch with it. He lost it. Now Hudson Richards brings it back in the Ravenwood zone, but he lost it. Zeke Landkammer sends it around the boards to the near side. Held in at the left point and sent down deep by Josh Yurievich. Puck around on the far side, which is the bleacher side of the ice from where I'm standing. And a shot from the right point, I think hit the post to the left of Miller. That shot coming from Hudson Richards. Here's Hayes. Now Richards passing down low. Cole Pointer. Knocked down from behind by Brennan Nichols. Back the other way goes Nichols. He'll back in the puck into the Franklin zone. Ravenwood will change some personnel. Franklin trying to get the puck out of their zone. Held in at the left point, but unable to keep it inside was Lipinski. Now it's back in the Franklin zone, but immediately picked up by Hudson Richards. No Michael Mannion tonight. He is scratched. But that is the only big name for Franklin that they don't have with them on the roster tonight. Puck at center. Cooper Friedman brings it back into the Franklin zone, but gets knocked down by Aiden Murphy. Here's Josh Yurievich. Trying to get it over to Owen McGroarty, and a shot from the left point. Bounced across the front of the net. Puck in the right wing corner of the Franklin zone, Josh Yurievich. Now McGroarty passes across. Cole Pointer passes ahead to Casper Thurston at center. Thurston dumps it into the, it was Aiden Murphy. Murphy dumps it into the Ravenwood zone. It's deep. And now Murphy comes out with it, tried to backhand it down in front, went off a Ravenwood defender, the defender being Owen Appel. And the Raptors able to get the puck away from the front of the net and clear it. And Raptor player falls over at center. It was Jake Farrell. Puck back in the Ravenwood zone in the left wing corner. Hank Hayes watched it slide past his stick blade as he tried to stop it. Puck still in the left wing corner. Houston Vale going for it. Oliver Lutz trying to clear. Held into the left point and backhanded to the slot, but intercepted by Owen Appel. Was held in. Now carried back the other way. Jack Reedy with a shot in the left wing, gloved and held on to by Chad Jansen. And that's the first whistle of the game after 4 minutes and 31 seconds of play. 9:29 to go in the first. No goals on the board. It was Quinn Spencer who had that backhanded pass to the slot, intercepted by Appel. Draw is going to be to the right of Jansen. So Ravenwood doing a good job of keeping Franklin away from the net, but now here come the Admirals. Anthony Maltese sweeps the puck away from Brandon Mills. Clearing attempt by Jake Farrell. Just went over the blue line and came back in and was touched up offside by McLean Butters. It hit David Unger, who was just past the blue line and came back in for an offside touch-up. Draw will be on the dot in front of the bleachers across from the Ravenwood bench. Won by the Raptors. Here's Anthony Maltese passing over to Zeke Landcamer, who's almost fumbling the puck in front of his own net. And almost coming up with it was McLean Butters. It swatted out of the crease. Now Butters trying to come out front, trying to stuff it in, but Miller has it covered at the far post. Near disaster for Ravenwood as they almost turned it over right inside the slot. If Butters had been able to get a clean possession on it, he would have been going to the front of the net all by himself. Draw's going to be to Miller's left. Draw is won by Ravenwood. Owen Appel backhands it off the near boards. Brady Freeman carries it out. Sends it into the Franklin zone. Picked up by Gavin Akers. Akers behind his own net. Akers passing ahead to Brandon Mills. Mills pokes it back into the Ravenwood zone. Picked up McLean Butters. Put it in front. And redirected wide to the right of the goaltender Miller by Casper Thurston. Hudson Loesch inside his own zone. Now the puck out at center. Butters over to Mills. Mills right wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Now the puck dumped deep into the right wing corner. Behind the net with it, Thurston. Comes around to the near boards. Gets pushed off the puck by Owen Appel. Raptors trying to clear it out. Comes loose. Thurston passes off Akers. Akers in the slot. A shot, score! Akers was falling to his knees just inside the left circle. But he fires the puck into the right-hand side of the net, and Franklin have a 1-0 lead with 8:03 to go in the first. Draw one by the Admirals. Here comes Cale Lewis. Nice move past Anthony Maltese, and the net shot, score! Cale Lewis pushed the puck around Anthony Maltese, jumped back on it in the left circle, carried it towards the right-hand side of the net, and banks it in off the inside of Brady Miller's left shin. And 8 seconds after they go up 1-0, it's 2-0 Franklin with 7:55 to go in the first. So 2 quick goals from Akers and Lewis. And they win the draw again. Here's Akers, left wing side of the Franklin zone. Ravenwood zone. A shot stopped by Miller. Rebound stopped by Miller. Another rebound blocked by the stick of Maltese. That was from Quinn Loesch with the net wide open. Akers holding the puck in. Passing to the right circle. Lewis across. And a backhander score. It's Grant Hayes. Puck came to Hayes in the bottom of left circle, and he backhands it into the roof of the net. And Franklin have a 3-0 lead with 7:36 to go in the first. They have scored 3 goals in the span of 27 seconds. And they win the draw, and they have it in the Ravenwood zone again. Cole Pointer had it poked away from his stick by Owen Appel. Owen McGroarty trying to get it back from Appel. Passes ahead to Cooper Friedman. Friedman out at center. Over to Keaton Moffitt. Moffitt trying to backhand it over to Oliver Lutz inside the Franklin zone. He gets knocked down as the puck comes his way. Cannon Kaiser passing down low into the right wing corner. Back up to Kaiser. He gets knocked down as he drops it back down deep. Puck comes back to Kaiser, right point. He sends it back down low, but I thought a Franklin player intercepted it. He managed to get it back deep again. Puck on the end boards. Cooper Friedman battling with Owen McGroarty. And Oliver Lutz getting knocked down near the net. And puck taken away and brought out by Franklin. It's back in the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Oliver Lutz tried to clear. He hit the far glass with it, but it didn't go anywhere. Puck now in the right wing corner. Owen Appel. That's behind the net. Cole Pointer chasing after it into the left wing corner. Beats Cannon Kaiser. Cannon Kaiser beat him to it. Passes ahead. Cooper Friedman out at center. Sends it back towards the Franklin zone. Ravenwood going to change the line. Here comes Quinn Spencer back into the Ravenwood zone with the puck. Backhands it out in front. It's in the crease. Cleared out of the crease by Bennett Nichols. Now Jake Farrell through center. Into the Franklin zone on the left wing side. Can't get past his defender. And now we get a whistle because, we got Will McCormick and Jake Farrell needing to be separated. Inside the Franklin zone. Roughing against both. So coincidentals, 5:37 to go in the first 3-0, Franklin leading. Is there a penalty against? Okay, there's an extra penalty. Okay, Quinn Spencer is in the box too. So Ravenwood getting a power play, and they desperately need one. Down 3-0 with 5:37 to go in the first. Draws to the left of Chad Jansen. Won by the Admirals. Here's Gavin Akers. Scored the first goal of the game, carrying it through center. Into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Around the back of the net. Comes around to the left wing. And sends the puck out to Hudson Loesch. Now here's McLean Butters. Firing it deep into the Ravenwood zone from the red line. Although Franklin can't be called for icing because they're shorthanded. Here's Owen Appel. Trying to fire it up the far side. Brady Friedman with it left wing side of the Franklin zone. A shot turned away by Chad Jansen. First shot on goal in a while for Ravenwood. And just their third of the game. Brady Friedman with the puck at center. Sending it back into the Franklin zone. Liam Powell going after it. Puck is behind the net. Wraparound try was broken up. Stop. It was Will Gallagher with a wraparound try, but Jansen got over just in time, stuck out the left leg at his left-hand post. Under a minute left of the power play for the Raptors now. Here's Owen Appel. Now Powell, right wing side of the Franklin zone. Pass across. Keaton Moffitt tried to shoot. That was broken up by the stick of Gavin Akers. Puck cleared out to center. It's back in the Ravenwood zone. Bennett Nichols off the bench will catch up to it. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Raptors. Jake Lipinski at center. Gets knocked into the boards by Quinn Loesch. That's going to be a penalty against Loesch. He apologizes to Lipinski and decides to head to the box. Elbowing is the call. So Ravenwood will have a 19-second 5-on-3. 3:57 to go in the first. Franklin up 3-0. Draw is going to be to the right of Chad Jansen. Ravenwood with it. Out high, Owen Appel. Passes over Anthony Maltese. Maltese holding. Back over to Appel. Appel tried to go to the slot, and Jack Reedy, who whiffed on the shot attempt, and the Admirals clear the puck. That kills off the 5-on-3. 5-on-4 for a minute 40 for Ravenwood now. Anthony Maltese, whiffed on the puck, trying to clear it out, and then trying to pass it to a teammate at center. Grant Hayes gave it to Oliver Lutz. Jack Reedy brings it back into the Franklin zone. Reedy behind the net. Pushed into the boards. Here's Oliver Lutz. Trying to come out in front. And the puck drifts over to the near boards. Franklin get a hold of it and clear. Anthony Maltese will track it back down. 1 minute left in the 5-on-4 for the Raptors as Cale Lewis almost took the puck off of Anthony Maltese inside the Ravenwood zone. Here's Oliver Lutz through center. Back into the Franklin zone. Passes over Brady Friedman at the wall, the near wall, but Friedman can't hang on to the puck. It's behind the net. Oliver Lutz with a soft little shot from the bottom of the right circle, stopped and held on to by Jansen. 42 seconds left of the power play, the 5-on-4. 2:40 to go in the first, still 3-0 Franklin. Draws to the left of Jansen. Draw is won by Ravenwood, but they give it away to Franklin. And the puck fired deep into the Ravenwood zone. 30 seconds left of the power play for the Raptors, or the 5-on-4. Puck behind the net. Owen McGroarty wanted to put it out in front. Owen Appel jumped in there and swatted it from him. Liam Powell at center, having a little bit of trouble trying to hang on to the puck. He has to skate back into his own zone to try and get a run going. Brings it back into the Franklin zone on the left wing side. Passes out up top over to Appel. A shot over the net. Score! Thought it went over the net, but it ends up, I guess, clanging off the underside of the crossbar and in. And Owen Appel converts the 5-on-4, and it is 3-1 Franklin with 2:01 to go in the first. Draw one by Franklin. Puck going towards the Ravenwood net. Zeke Landcamer backhands it away. Puck now in the right wing corner, Now it's over in the left wing corner. Luke Pierce trying to poke it ahead, but Quinn Loesch jumps in. Bennett Nichols frees it up. Tries to clear, held into the left point by Hudson Loesch. Hudson backhands it over. It's a one-timer. Stop by Miller. Rebound. Score. Quinn Loesch. Initial shot came from the right circle. I'm not sure if that's Murphy or Thurston just yet. I think it's Aiden Murphy who had the one-timer from the right circle. Yes, it was. He had a shot that was stopped by Miller, but Quinn Loesch came right to the front of the net all alone and banged in the rebound, and it's 4-1 Franklin with 96 seconds to go in the first. So Ravenwood get on the board on a power play, but then Franklin immediately strike back 25 seconds later. Draw one by the Admirals again, but Hank Hayes was practically triple teamed as Ravenwood were able to clear the puck out. Franklin with it again. Puck sent back into the Ravenwood zone. Zeke Landkammer passing over to the near side, and Jake Lipinski almost lost it, held in, and sent back down deep by Hank Hayes. Final minute of the first. Luke Castleberry, I think it's John Castleberry, turns over the puck. Hank Hayes, left circle, whiffs on a shot attempt. Castleberry knocked him over. Puck comes up to the left point, held in by, Quinn Spencer had it go off his stick blade and hop over and out. Big break for Ravenwood there. There's a big tie-up for the puck right in front of the Ravenwood bench. Somebody broke the stick. It was Lipinski. Puck out at center under 30 seconds left the period. Casper Thurston brings it back into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Round the back of the net, tried to back in and out in front. It comes to the high sliders, a shot blocked. Goes past the net. Owen McGroarty can't find it in his skates. Under 10 seconds left of the period, there's Bennett Nichols. Well, having trouble hanging on to the puck. David Unger trying to send it towards the net from the right half wall, off a stick and behind the net, and that is it for the first period. Franklin scoring 3 goals in 27 seconds. Gavin Akers with a first one, then Cale Lewis scoring just 8 seconds later, and then 19 seconds after that, it was Grant Hayes. Owen Appel put Ravenwood on the board thanks to a power play, but then just 25 seconds after that, it was Quinn Loesch making it 4-1 Franklin, and that is the score after one. Ready for the start of the second in this one. Chad Jensen still in goal for Franklin. Brady Miller still in goal for Ravenwood for this second period. Ravenwood will carry the puck towards me. Franklin will carry it away from me. Update from Bellevue. Centennial leading USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Goodpasture 2-1. Just under 2 minutes left in the second. As Centennial look for a 3-0 start to the second half. So I'm guessing the goaltending matchup with a score like that tonight is Ben Schwartz in goal for USN against David Busby for Centennial. Puck in the Franklin zone at the start of the second. Gavin Akers has scored the first goal of the game for Franklin. Clears it out. Here's Hudson Loesch at center. Loesch, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, trying to backhand it in front. Puck ends up over on the far side. Cleared out by the Raptors, but McLean Butters skates it across the red line, brings it right back into the right wing side. Butters behind the net. Trying to pass out to Brandon Mills in the right circle, and Mills' shot blocked. And the puck, Ravenwood tried to clear it out, held into the right point by Loesch, Hudson Loesch. Moving along the blue line, and he almost had the puck stolen by Cooper Friedman, and he decides to skate it back into his own zone, Loesch does. Tries to pass it up the wall to Gavin Akers, but it's held in by Keaton Moffitt. Sent down low. Now here's McLean Butters. Butters over to Casper Thurston. Fires it across to Brandon Mills at center. Mills in the Ravenwood zone. Shot goes across the front of the net. I don't think it ever touched Brady Miller. Here's Casper Thurston now putting the puck out in front, or trying to. Brandon Mills trying a centering pass. And the puck is behind the net. Ravenwood with possession, but they turn it over to the Admirals, and then they give it right back. Liam Powell. Out to center. Powell into the Franklin zone, trying to get around some defenders, but jumping in to swipe the puck from him was Gavin Akers. Akers trying to chip it ahead to Brandon Mills, but it misses Mills and goes for an icing. 12 minutes left in the second. Franklin up 4-1. Draw is going to be to Chad Jansen's left. Draw one by Franklin. Puck over on the near side, trying to clear it out. Held in Zeke Landcamer, passes down to Lucas Brady, who then had it stolen, and it was held in again and sent back down low by Zeke Landcamer from the left point. And Josh Urievich gives it away behind his own net. Brady Freeman tried to come out in front. He got double-teamed, and the puck knocked off him. Liam Powell with it now inside the right circle, but he lost it. Cale Lewis with it now. Had it poked away by Brady. Lewis pushes it ahead to Josh Urievich. Urievich gives it to Quinn Loesch, and Loesch carries it through center back into the Ravenwood zone. Loesch puts it behind the net, and it is picked up by the Raptors. And Ravenwood player ends up backhanding it out of play on the near side. The near side is the benches side from where I'm standing. 11-12 to go in the second. 4-1 Franklin. Draw is going to be to Brady Miller's left. One by Ravenwood. Puck carried to center. Jake Farrell dumps it into the Franklin zone. Gets off a shot in the left wing that's turned away by Jansen. Rebound coming up the slot was knocked away from Jack Reedy. Puck out at center. Zeke Landcamer pushed into the boards, and did he go off? Yeah, he tried to bring the puck back in with Farrell still inside the zone and gets called for offside. Centennial with a late power play goal over in Bellevue, and they are now up 3-1 over USN after 2. Puck deep in the Franklin zone. And Cole Pointer trying to clear it out from the far side. It's held in and sent back down deep. Jake Farrell trying to pass it over, and it's intercepted by Pointer. Held in on the left wing side, and a shot from Owen Appel blocked. Owen McGordy, can he clear it out? He's trying to soft clear it out up the boards. It's not working, so he has to send it back down deep. David Unger picks it up. Actually, Quinn Spencer whips it around the boards. Held into the right point, I think by Bennett Nichols. Pass to the slot. Jake Lipinski knocked down as he was going to shoot. Quinn Spencer banks it off the near boards. It's held in and sent back down deep again, this time by Jake Farrell. Franklin having all sorts of trouble trying to get the puck out because they don't want to commit an icing. Here's Quinn Spencer trying to clear it out. Cole Pointer battling with Lipinski on the right half wall. Big battle for the puck. Owen McGroarty's in there. Will Gallagher's in there. Finally shaken loose. Lipinski with it, right wing corner. Puts it out in front, knocked away from the front of the net by Eden Murphy. Lipinski with it again. Lost the puck. Here's Cole Pointer. And he's just going to skate it out instead of trying to clear it out. Dumped back in by Bennett Nichols. Quinn Spencer with it behind his own net. Passes ahead to Aiden Murphy, who kicks it to the boards. It's held in. David Unger trying to clear and pushed out by Pointer. Ravenwood with a really good puck possession just then. Puck is now inside their zone, though. Hudson Loesch with it. Trying to go to the front of the net. His shot was blocked. Sorry, it was Hank Hayes. It's Hank Hayes, not Hudson Loesch. Although Hudson is out there, he's got the puck now just inside his own zone, and he'll carry it out to center. Now into the Ravenwood zone on their left wing side. Bennett Nichols at the end boards of his own zone. Gives it away. Back to Loesch. Hudson Loesch. Backhanding it up to the left point. Gavin Akers, who scored the first goal of the game. Akers moving down the left wing. Finding some room in the slot. A shot. Oh, that hit metal. Did that hit the bar? He nearly had a second goal. There's a slap shot from Hudson Loesch in the left point. Misses the net. And the puck goes out to center. Gavin Akers will track it down. Akers, who scored a coast-to-coast beauty against Father Ryan a couple weeks ago, brings it back into the Ravenwood zone, trying to go to the front of the net. Puck poked away right in front by Owen Appel. Nice back-checking by number 2 as Ravenwood clear the puck out of their zone. Icing waved off. Puck is behind the net. Oliver lets it taken away by Will McCormick. McCormick skates it out and passes ahead to Hank Hayes. Hayes chips it back inside the Ravenwood zone, but an offside warning against the Admirals. And Hayes gets back on side. Puck carried out by Cannon Kaiser. Kaiser carries it into the Franklin zone, and it knocked off his stick, but it goes towards the front of the net, or goes towards the net via left circle, but it's lost, and back the other way goes Casper Thurston. Thurston on a breakaway to the Ravenwood net. He couldn't get the shot away. Owen Appel got back to play some D and disturbed him. Wouldn't allow him to get enough room to get the shot off. Puck given back to Franklin inside their own zone, and McLean Butters try to fire it ahead to Brandon Mills. Now it's back inside the Ravenwood zone on the stick of Loesch, Hudson Loesch. Now Thurston with it again. Thurston trying to go to the front of the net, backhander. I think it was blocked. I don't think it ever got to Brady Miller. Puck in the left wing corner. Cooper Friedman with it now for Ravenwood. He tried to slap it out, but he hit the skate of the linesman. He hit the skate of the linesman, who was just past the blue line, and the puck was brought back in offside by Franklin. .640 to go in the second, still 4-1 Admirals. Draw one by Franklin. Here is Josh Yurievich trying to pass ahead. It's stolen. Liam Powell, right wing side of the Franklin zone. Hudson Richards gets to him. He tried to pass to the slot, intercepted by Yurievich. And the puck just went over the blue line and out. Anthony Maltese with it at center, dumps it back in. Puck near the net. Josh Yurievich with it. Passes over to Hudson Richards. Tried to clear it out. Held in Brady Friedman. Just above the left wing corner with it. Liam Powell tried to pass it off to Lucas Brady with his stick tied up. And I think McLean Butters ends up shooting it out of play. 6:03 to go in the second. Still 4-1 Franklin. Draw is going to be to the right of Jansen. Draw one by the Admirals. Here's Josh Yurievich. The pass ahead to Cale Lewis. It's out at center. Now the puck's sent back into the Franklin zone. And, Hudson Richards, he did clear it out. It just went over the blue line, and Lucas Brady poked it back in and touched it up offside. Since that was an intentional offside, the draw is going to be to the left of Brady Miller. Raptors win the draw. Puck carried to center by Jake Farrell. Farrell into the Franklin zone, but the puck poked away, and Quinn Loesch had it for a moment. It was taken back by the Raptors. Now it's down below the goal line. David Unger trying to backhand it off the far glass. Held in Farrell. Farrell high slot, a shot, missed the net to the right of Chad Jansen. Here's Jack Reedy on the near boards. Now Jake Farrell in the left wing corner gets squeezed into the boards. Reedy moves the puck along. Comes out to the right wing side with it. He's out in the slot. Double teamed at it, taken away. Here's Cale Lewis. Back into the Ravenwood zone. Puck near the Ravenwood net, it's out in front, score, Grant Hayes. Grant Hayes came out in front and he slides it under Brady Miller into the back of the net for his second goal of the game. And it is 5-1 Franklin with 5 minutes to go in the second. So Ravenwood had some of their top skaters inside the Franklin zone with a puck. They coughed it up, and Franklin turned it into a goal. They have 5 on 12 shots. Franklin win the draw and dump it into the Ravenwood zone. Here's Cole Pointer, right point. Trying to pass down to David Unger. Puck put out in front. Hudson Richards, or was it Murphy? It was Aiden Murphy. Okay, it was Aiden Murphy who had his shot stopped by Brady Miller. Puck comes out towards the left point and carried out by Ravenwood. Here's John Castleberry. Yeah. Puck on the far side of the Franklin zone. Quinn Spencer with it. Spencer tried to carry it out. It was knocked off his stick right at the left point by Cooper Friedman. Unger with it now. Sends it around the boards to the far side. Owen McGroarty pokes it out. Will Gallagher sends it back in. Cooper Friedman gets back on side. Puck in the left wing corner. Cooper Friedman with it. Sends it through the crease right in front of the goal line. Will Gallagher was too far away from the net to try and get a stick on it. Could be 5-2 Franklin right now if it weren't for that. Raven would need all they can get, as Franklin ended up icing the puck from their own zone. 3:15 to go in the second. They're up 5-1. But, yeah, Raven would have 9 shots on goal, but a lot of those came on that when they had that period of power plays in the first where they scored their only goal. Draws to the left of Chad Jansen. Won by Franklin. Here is Gavin Akers behind his own net, skating away from Oliver Lutz. Backhands it ahead to Houston Vale. Vale had it poked away at center, but it ends up going back into the Ravenwood zone anyway. Cannon Kaiser gets to the puck. Puck cleared out, but right to Hudson Loesch at center. Loesch skating through defenders. Back into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Over to Akers, now over to the left point. And shot from Will McCormick blocked. Hank Hayes battling for the puck at the end boards. Coming up with it is Oliver Lutz, and Lutz carries to center. Lutz into the Franklin zone on the left wing side. Had the puck poked away by Hudson Loesch as he was trying to move along the goal line. It's behind the net. Will McCormick pulls it out of the battle and clears it out. Bennett Nichols up. Houston Vale beat him to it inside the Ravenwood zone. Vale trying to pass out to the left point. Here's Hudson Loesch. Loesch tried to send it down low. It was blocked and brought out by the Raptors. Liam Powell, right wing side of the Franklin zone. Pass across over to Powell in front. Oh, and he couldn't corral the puck. Here's Brandon Mills back the other way. Left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Puts it in front for Casper Thurston. His shot. Stop, rebound, score, Mills. Passed across to Thurston. The left-hand side of the net. His shot stopped by Miller, and then the rebound punched in from the right-hand side of the net by Mills. And it is 6-1 Franklin with 1:41 to go in the second. Ravenwood with a chance at this end, and Franklin turned it into a goal at the other end. Puck in the Franklin zone. Liam Powell trying to drop it back. It's out in front. Brady Friedman. Shot stopped by Jansen. And rebound score, Liam Powell. Franklin had trouble trying to clear the puck away from the net. Liam Powell punches it into the top corner on the left-hand side of the net. And it is 6-2 Franklin with 82 seconds left in the second. So Franklin with bad clearing attempt there. Undisciplined on that rebound try, and Powell able to score. Puck inside the Franklin zone. Hudson Richards with it. And Richards, Liam Powell was calling for the puck, and Richards tried to pass it across, and he hit Powell with it. Now Powell with a shot from the slot that's kicked away by Jansen with the right leg pad. Richards with that was a terrible idea by Richards. Now he has the puck and he carries it out. Final minute of the second. Quinn Loesch, right wing side of the Ravenwood zone, trying to get to the front of the net. Puck poked away. Here's Brady Friedman bringing it back into the Franklin zone. Had it knocked away as Hudson Richards crossed in front of him. Now here's Liam Powell. Pass it out in front. Jake Farrell held in, and a shot from the high slot was blocked. Shot from the center point, actually by Anthony Maltese, was blocked. Franklin desperately trying to get the puck out under 30 seconds left in the period. Liam Powell dumps the puck into the left wing corner. Here's Richards, keeping it away from Jake Farrell. Passing it ahead to Kel Lewis, tried to clear, held into the left point. No, actually it did just go over the blue line. It did just go over the blue line. Owen Appel did not keep it in. Josh Yurievich clears it out. Puck dumped back into the Ravenwood zone. That'll be it for the second. Franklin outscoring Ravenwood 2-1 in the second period. Goals from Grant Hayes and Brandon Mills. Hayes second of the game. And Liam Powell scoring the one for scoring the one for Ravenwood. And it is 6-2 Admirals over the Raptors at the end of two. Ready to go for the start of the third and final period. Chad Jansen still in goal for Franklin. Brady Miller still in goal for Ravenwood for this third period. Franklin will carry the puck towards me. Ravenwood will carry it away from me. Third period is underway. Luke Pierce with the puck inside the Franklin zone. Backhands it down low to the end boards. Here's Gavin Akers behind his own net. Hudson Loesch passing it back around to Akers. Akers ahead to Cole Pointer. Had to go off his stick into the Ravenwood zone. Icing waved off because it slowed way down once it deflected off the back of his stick blade. Cleared out by Ravenwood. Icing waved off because it touched a stick on the way down. Here is Hudson Loesch reemerging from behind his own net out to center. Loesch into the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. Goes around the back of the net. Tried to backhand it up top, but Cole Pointer was not at the left point. Puck goes all the way back down into the Franklin zone. Caught up to by Gavin Akers. Ravenwood changed the line. Akers carries the puck to center. Almost had it poked away by Oliver Lutz. Lutz actually did get it away from him. It's back in the Franklin zone, but the Admirals Able to get it out. And actually, no, they do not. Keaton Moffitt put it in front. And Cannon Kaiser with a shot, or was it Oliver Lutz? It was Oliver Lutz with a shot that was stopped by Jansen. Ravenwood, these dudes are small, and they just created a scoring opportunity out of all that. Now the puck's out at center. Here's Keaton Moffitt bringing it back into the Franklin zone on the left wing side. Passes over. Cooper Friedman had to go off his stick. Casper Thureson clears it out. It's back in the Ravenwood zone on the right wing side. McLean Butters trying to pass it up the wall, but Cooper Friedman's going to grab it and carry it out. Big tie-up for the puck on the left wing boards inside the Franklin zone. Comes down low to the left wing corner. Casper Thureson taps it behind the net. And it's cleared out, I think, by Quinn Spencer. Or was that David Unger? It's Spencer. Puck ends up back in the Franklin zone. Here's Spencer trying to clear it out. Knocked down by Brady Friedman. But he gets knocked down trying to go to the front of the net. He had no help. Puck carried back into the Ravenwood zone, but only for a moment. Liam Powell with it, carries it out. Powell gets bumped off, crossing inside of the crossing the Franklin blue line. Brandon Mills can't get around Owen Appel at center. And now Mills brings the puck back into the Ravenwood zone. Moving along the blue line. He's in the high slot. A shot stopped by Brady Miller. And he'll hang on for the whistle. 11:05 to go in the third. Still 6-2 Franklin. So Franklin, if they hang on and win this game, means that Ravenwood and Mount Juliet will be out of GNASH Cup contention. And then Pope would be on the verge of being knocked out if they lose to Summit, which is coming up next. We'll have that game for you. Draw was to the left of Brady Miller, won by Ravenwood. Puck carried to center by Liam Powell. He's inside the Franklin zone, lost it for a moment, and it's smacked away. Held in Lucas Brady. Brady's shot, was that blocked or? Okay, it was knocked down by the glove of Chad Jansen. Here's Grant Hayes carrying the puck back into the Ravenwood zone on the left wing side. Passes it off. Quinn Loesch had a bit of trouble. Got tangled up with Lucas Brady. Here's Hudson Loesch. Back across Gavin Akers. Top of the left circle. Shanked his slap shot. Now the puck is behind the net. Cale Lewis trying to swat at it. Liam Powell comes up with it. Tries to clear. Knocked down and held in by Gavin Akers. Akers trying to move to the slot. Passes over a one-timer. Nice save, Brady Miller. That was from Quinn Loesch, bottom of the right circle. Brady Freeman almost had the puck stripped off him. He clears it out, but not very far. That's back just inside the Ravenwood zone. Lucas Brady drops it back to Brady Friedman. Friedman ahead to Bennett Nichols, trying to chip it over to Owen Appel. Appel, pass ahead was intercepted by Gavin Akers. Here's Hudson Loesch at center. Loesch trying to get around Liam Powell. Gets the puck over to Big Brother Quinn. Now Hudson with it down the left wing boards of the Ravenwood zone. Hudson around the back of the net. Passes out up top. Cale Lewis holds it in. Tried to pass across to Quinn Loesch. That was broken up and cleared out by Jake Lipinski. Now here's McLean Butters. Could not get around Owen Appel trying to get to the front of the Ravenwood net. Puck held in. Hudson Loesch, one-timer. Stopped and held onto by Brady Miller. 9:25 to go. Still 6-2 Franklin. Draws to the right of Miller. Won by Franklin. Will McCormick. Zeke Landcamer tried to smack it off his stick as he tried to move into the left wing corner. Puck comes to McLean Butters. Pass below the goal line back to McCormick. McCormick passes up top to the left point. Josh Urievich. Urievich, slap shot. Stopped. And the rebound cleared out of the crease. Puck held in. Hudson Richards with a one-timer from the right point that goes off the top of Miller's blocker. Here's McLean Butters flipping it over the net from the bottom of the left circle, trying to roof it. Then he tries to come out in front, and his shot stopped by Miller. Rebound cleared, but held in at the blue line by Matt Yurievich. Now a shot from the right wing boards, and Hudson Richards was stopped by Miller. Puck carried to center, but Franklin bring it right back in. Richards left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Puck chopped away. Zeke Landcamer ahead to Jake Farrell. Farrell out at center, chases after it. He has it inside the Franklin zone with a shot turned away. Kicked away by Jansen with a right leg pad. Puck out at center. Now brought back into the Franklin zone on the right wing side. Cannon Kaiser gets knocked down. Puck now back in the Ravenwood zone. Oh, and Aiden Murphy tried to cross to the front of the net, but Anthony Maltese gave him a bump, and he ends up crashing into the left-hand post, knocking it loose. Centennial beat USN BA Nashville Christian FRA Goodpasture 5-2, so the Cougars are off to a 3-0 start to kick off the second half. 7:37 to go in this one, 6-2, Franklin leading. Puck in the Ravenwood zone. Quinn Spitzer shot in the left point, and a deflection by Owen McGorty, stopped by Miller. McGorty then trying to cross the front of the net, but poking the puck away from him there was Jack Reedy. Puck carried back into the Franklin zone. Puck now back deep in the Ravenwood zone. And we got a penalty. A roughing call against Jack Reedy. So Reedy to the box for roughing. 6:53 left in the game. Franklin going on the power play for the first time. They're up 6-2. They've scored all their goals on even strength to this point. Draw is going to be to Miller's left. Draw one by Ravenwood. They try and clear, held in by Franklin. Gavin Akers pass across to Casper Thurston, went off the boards and out. Now here's Brady Friedman at the other end with a shot. Stopped and held on to by Chad Jansen. Thurston tried to go back across to Akers, but Friedman jumped in and stole it. Brady Friedman, he's a scary dude to deal with, man. Draws to the right of Jansen. You do not want that dude having a breakaway. He scored on a breakaway against Franklin in the first game back in October. Here's Quinn Loesch, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Sends the puck past the net. Owen Appel is going to clear it out. Hudson Loesch with it at center. Over to Casper Thurston. Drops it back to Loesch, who gets hit. Trying to drop it over to space inside his own zone. Liam Powell with the puck now. Around the back of the net. But he got pushed off the puck, and back the other way go the Admirals. McLean Butters, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Passes it off to Gavin Akers at the left point. Akers holding. Passes over to the left circle, Thurston. Minute left in the power play for the Admirals. Passed over to Hudson Loesch on the right wing side. Loesch back across Thurston, above the left circle. Thurston with a shot. Gloved and held on to by Miller. 51 seconds left in the power play. 5:45 to go in the game. Still 6-2. Franklin. Draw be to Miller's right. One by Franklin. Quinn Spencer with a shot in the right point. It goes off the boards. They hit the boards so hard it dislodged some snow behind the boards. Shot from Brandon Mills blocked. Passes up to the left point. Jurjevic, 30 seconds left in the power play for Franklin. Here's Brandon Mills. Pass to the slot. Shot stopped and covered up by Miller. That was from Grant Hayes. Coming up next, Summit Page taking on Pope Prep MLK. GCA draw is going to be to Miller's left. Draw one by Franklin. Puck in the right wing corner. Hudson Richards backhanding it up the far kick plate. Oliver Lutz grabs it. He'll carry it out to center. Ends up turning it over. Now Owen Appel slapping it ahead. Penalty time against Ravenwood is up. They're back at even strength. Puck was out at center. Owen Appel fires it back in. Josh Jurjevic has it. Now here's Brandon Mills, left wing side of the Ravenwood zone. Oh, tried to maneuver around Owen Appel, but he lost the puck in doing so. If he'd been able to hang on to the puck while getting around Appel, he would have been going to the front of the net all by himself. Ravenwood clear the puck out. Liam Powell, right wing side of the Franklin zone. Shot turned away by Chad Jansen. Rebound sent across the front of the net. Brady Friedman with it. Passes down to the left wing corner and Powell. Powell gives it away. Puck out at center. Sent back into the Franklin zone. Powell with it again. Gets off a shot that's turned away by Jansen. Jurjevic trying to put it behind the net. Comes out to Will McCormick. Pokes it past Owen Appel, but Lucas Brady keeps it inside the zone. But Franklin come up with it. Pass ahead to McCormick at center. Puck sent back into the Franklin zone. It went off a stick on the way down, so icing waved off. Puck on the inboards. We're going to have a penalty against Franklin, I think. A slashing call. Going to be against Gavin Akers, who scored the first goal of this game. So Ravenwood back on the power play, down 6-2 with 3:03 to go. Draw to the right of Jansen, won by Franklin, and they immediately slap it down ice. Puck out on the near boards. Owen Appel overskates it. Quinn Lose with it, trying to get to the front of the net, but Keaton Moffitt jumped in to help Appel out. Appel behind his own net, trying to pass it up the far boards, but it misses Jack Reedy. Puck comes back inside the Ravenwood zone. Appel grabs it. He'll carry it out. Now Reedy inside the Franklin zone, passes up top. Cannon Kaiser. Kaiser over to Reedy. Now Appel on the right wing side. Appel holding, shooting, turned away by Jansen. Clearing attempt held in by Cannon Kaiser. But then it comes back down low, and a Ravenwood player ends up shooting it on goal from his own zone. It was Hudson Richards. Minute left in the power play for the Raptors. Cannon Kaiser with a puck. Ahead to Appel. Appel to center. Owen Appel in the Franklin zone on the left wing side. Almost turned it over. Here's Cannon Kaiser getting knocked down by Cale Lewis. And a 3-on-0 for Franklin. Score, Hudson Richards. Richards passed it over to Loesch, who passed it right back to Richards, who buries it in the back of the empty net. And Brady Miller looks over at his teammates and raises his arms like, why? How do you guys not defend on that? It's a short-handed goal for Franklin, and they're up 7-2 with 94 seconds left. And folks, Franklin's GNASH Cup defense is going to be over. They are not Franklin. Ravenwood's GNASH Cup defense is going to be over. They're going to be out of contention in just over a minute. So are Mount Juliet. Ravenwood trying to carry the puck back into the Franklin zone. Quinn Spencer has it inside his own end. Banks it off the far boards and out. John Castleberry couldn't keep it in. Penalty time is up. Back at even strength are Franklin. Cooper Friedman with the puck inside the Franklin zone. Shot misses the net to the left of Jansen. Puck held in at the right point by Bennett Nichols. Tried to pass it over to Will Gallagher. He lost it. And Franklin for a moment almost had another breakaway, but Gallagher actually managed to keep the puck near the Franklin blue line. It's out at center. Hank Hayes grabs it. 30 seconds left in the game. Hayes passes off McLean Butters, and it knocked off his stick by Cooper Friedman. Here's Butters passing down low. Hayes going to the front of the net. A backhander went across the front of the net. Quinn Spencer trying to keep it in. Puck comes back to Spencer. Tried to slap it down low. It's coming out, or trickles out to the left wing board. Shot from McLean Butters. Slowed up. Stopped by Miller. He's got it covered. 1.9 seconds to go, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just go ahead and tell him to run it off. Yep, they're going to do that. They run it down to 0, and Ravenwood's GNASH Cup defense is over. Franklin with a 7-2 win over the Raptors to get a regular season sweep. And Ravenwood and Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill are out of GNASH Cup contention. Wow. Final shots on goal were 26-18 in favor of Franklin, but to be completely honest, they didn't have to try that hard. All right, so the goal scorers in this one for Ravenwood, Owen Appel and Liam Powell. And for Franklin, 2 goals for Grant Hayes. And the other goals came from Quinn Loesch, Gavin Akers, Hudson Richards, Cale Lewis, and Brandon Mills. I'm going to give Quinn Loesch player of the game because he drove a lot of this Franklin offense tonight. So he's player of the game, Quinn Loesch is, as Franklin beat Ravenwood 7-2, and Ravenwood and Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill are out of the GNASH Cup fight. And now, if Pope Prep MLK GCA lose to Summit Page, which is coming up next, they'll be out too. So 2 teams have fallen out of GNASH Cup contention. 1 more may fall tonight. Franklin beat Ravenwood 7-2. We're going to take about a 15-minute break and come back and start pregame for Summit Page and Pope Prep MLK GCA at 8:25. Again, the final score in this one, Franklin 7, Ravenwood 2. The Raptors out of GNASH Cup contention, and so are Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill. Again, back at 8:25 to start pregame for Summit Page and Pope Prep MLK GCA.